Right, keeping up with AI is a segment that we conceived on the program because we wanted to sort of understand and bring in a sort of friendship with AI of some sorts. We all love to hate it, and the primary reason is that we all think that AI is here to take away our jobs. But that's not really the case. This will be told to you by my friend Deepa, who joins us now. Good morning, Deepa. Welcome to TBC. You've coined this great term which says leveraging AI and use it to elevate your thinking and not delegate tasks. It's a beautiful concept. Tell us more about it.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here, Sonal. And this thought came up in conversation when we were looking at a lot of the news that's out there, right? If you look at the news, they're saying that there's a 136% increase in job losses because of AI. Close to 80,000 people have been laid off in January alone thanks to AI. And we work with leaders in the technology space. We work with leaders who are going through digital transformation. And it's our view that currently only a very small portion of the job losses that are being blamed on AI are actually the result of AI. Very small percentage. Most people are using the hype around AI and brushing their layoffs under the carpet and looking cool in the process, right? That is not to say that impact won't happen, but right now we have an opportunity to get more comfortable with AI and to avoid this entire job loss start that's staring at us. And that's where came the thought around how can you use AI better? That AI at the end of it is a tool, Sonal. And how we use it is how we will get better with it, and that's where we're seeing that will be a good conversation to have with you around that space.
Right. You also told me when we were discussing this about how kids are using AI and ChatGPT. A lot of mothers watching this tell me that, oh, it's such a nuisance because now my kids, every time I give them an assignment, they'll say, I'll just ask ChatGPT to do it for me. You're saying that's not very wise. But there is another way to use sort of AI to assist you in thinking. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. Right now, most of us are using AI in organizations, at families and homes at a very tactical level, right? We are outsourcing our thinking to AI if you look around. Can you create this blog post for me? Can you write a letter for me? Can you draft this for me? We are in a way outsourcing thinking. So what we're doing is we're using it to get faster, cheaper work done. But the benefit of AI will accrue when we're able to use it to think better. Right?
Give me an example.
I'll give you two examples. One is a personal example of my daughter, and she had, like you're talking about the moms, she had a homework to say she has to submit a story, creative thinking, submit a story, right? And I expected her to go to the AI and say, give me a story about dragons. She actually went to AI and said, give me the components of a story which will make my story more interesting.
I see.
And AI gave her saying it needs a start, it needs characters, it needs a twist, it needs a takeover. It gave her a set of components. And she went back and wrote the story using those components to make the story more effective. I'll give you another personal example. We do organizational climate analysis, which means we look at surveys, data, and all of that to provide insights to companies. And it typically takes me about 2.5 days of work to put this together. This time I used AI to just look at the data. I'm not kidding, Sonal. In about 10-15 minutes, AI was able to generate about 60% of the output that I would have generated in about 2.5 days. About 60%. And my first reaction was not joy. My first reaction was fear. So, who will pay me for this now, right? It had about 60% of my output in 10-15 minutes of working with it.
Yeah. So there's a part 2 to this story, but I don't want to give away everything straight away because I want viewers to come back and understand this. I want viewers to soak what we have just said. Use it to assist and don't use it to do your job, really. Ask it, what you feed into the system is going to be more critical. Use it to sort of leverage that instead of just delegating and asking it to do your work. I think that is key. But we'll come back. This is very interesting.